Wait, is this look cute or do I look like a child? Comment down below. Hi friends, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Hello. Hi, how's it going? So today we're doing a video. Normally I space these videos out a little bit more because I know I like just did a Yass or Pass, but so many new things have been dropping via Trend Mood and the other like sneak peek makeup accounts that I follow. And so I wanted to do another famous Yass or Pass. And I'm so freaking excited to do this. I'm so excited because I just love talking about makeup and I love giving my opinions and I love hearing your opinions. So please let me know your opinions on all this makeup down below. What new releases are you excited about? What are you not excited about? So yeah, let's just get into it. I start school in 2 weeks and I'm upset. Also, I just hit 38,000 subscribers and I feel like crying. So thank you. Okay, so the very first thing, most of these are being taken from Trend Mood, by the way. The very first thing that I want to talk about is these two palettes from Kaleidos Makeup. It's called the Futurism, I believe that's 5 and 6, but I don't know Roman numerals like at all. So I believe that's 5 and 6, but I'm not entirely sure. I know the V is 5. Watch me be wrong. I'm pretty sure the V is 5. So I think this is the 5 and the 6 palette, the VR Neon and the Electro Turquoise. These are stunning. Like these are so freaking beautiful. These look, I can't even express, like it's been a long time. More so the like electric neon one, not so much the blue one. The blue one is still pretty, but I look at that like electric neon palette and I get like excited. It's been a long time since I've looked at makeup and genuinely been like, wow, that's amazing. Like that's so exciting. And I find this one to be incredibly inspiring. I think it's so beautiful. The outer packaging is super cool and unique. The inner packaging is like the actual shades look super unique and cool. I really like these. Oh, they're $24. That's actually not terrible. Yeah, no, that's actually not terrible. I think that's really reasonably priced for the size of the palettes and the pigmentation I've heard is really good. So I actually think $24 is a pretty reasonable price. So I might pick up that neon one maybe next month when my budget restarts, but I might pick that one up and we'll see. I think that's pretty cute. So Pure is coming out with a collection. This is the first time I've ever said, wow, I'm excited about a Pure Cosmetics collection, but I'm so excited about this. They're coming out with this Barbie inspired kind of like whole theme. It's so freaking cute. The lipsticks are what Jaclyn Hill wished she could have come up with for her design. Like those lipsticks are so freaking adorable. I don't like to get things for the packaging, but I really might buy one of these just for the packaging because I know I can get them in Ulta, so I won't have to pay shipping. And also they look beautiful. The palette looks really nice and I've actually seen it swatched and it looks like it swatches beautifully, but I don't think I'm gonna get the palette. It's $34, which isn't that bad. I actually think that's a pretty reasonable price for this palette. But I have a lot of colors like this. These are not unique colors to me, and even though they swatch really pretty, I just don't think this is something that I need in my collection. I might pick up one of the lipsticks because they're so pretty, but overall, I think Pure did a great job with this. It's super on theme. Like it totally just, everything about it screams modern Barbie, like what modern Barbie would have in her makeup collection. It looks really pretty. They have like a peeling mask, lashes, like a cute little brush. I think overall, this was a fantastic job by Pure. They did such a good job. This deserves to get a little bit of hype. Like I'm proud of Pure. My biggest complaint about Pure has been that they don't have great like concepts. Like it's always like the Grinch or like something super random and obscure. This is a fantastic way to incorporate something that's like culturally relevant while also making it look really cool. So good on them, honestly. I'm glad they're improving because they have some decent stuff. I'm not even gonna talk about Kylie Jenner's birthday collection where everything was wrapped in like $1 million bills. I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about it. It just screams wealth. Also, are pink and green eyeshadows like the thing now? I feel like that's the thing. I feel like it used to be neutrals and blues and now it's pinks and greens. Everybody wants like watermelon colors. I don't know what's going on with that. Trend Mood must get so sick of using the word obsessed. Like, I feel like she's got to be so sick of it by now. All right, so Lime Crime is coming out with a new extension of their Venus collection. I have to say, I actually think this looks cool. I haven't seen Lime Crime do like a super intense brights palette like this before, so I actually think this is a good idea for their brand. Most of their palettes are not like this, and I think doing it in the smaller format is really smart because a lot of people already have a lot of rainbow palettes, so making it small and something that you could grab like on the go is a good idea. The swatches on it look very pigmented and very pretty. I'm unsure of why they have two sparkly yellows. See, in the swatches, Happy Place and Luxe basically look exactly the same, which is kind of weird because I think they didn't really need that to be the case. I feel like they could have had something else there instead of Happy Place, like something, maybe like a deepening color or something like that. But I think having those two colors, they look very similar. But this palette as a whole, like, it's cute. I like that the packaging reflects the inside. It's a little bit more bold and crazy. I still don't know how I feel about Lime Crime. So I don't really know how I feel about them still. I still haven't bought from them, so I don't really know how I feel about them still. But the palette is very well done. It's very cute, and I think the formula, I've heard their formula is really good, so I'm sure it would be really good. Still don't know how I feel about them. Let me know down below what you guys think. I can't make up my mind on them. Okay, let's just talk about the Jackie Aina palette. I don't really want to talk about this palette because I feel like it is very controversial, and I don't fully understand the controversy. I know that it's because people are saying they don't like it, and then stans of Jackie are accusing them of being racist if you don't like the palette. I think that's where the most of the controversy comes from. And I also think because it's Jackie Aina and she's done some pretty questionable things, especially in regards to Petty Page, it's a questionable palette, right? Objectively, if I'm just looking at this palette, and I'm like weird about Jackie Aina because I absolutely hate what happened to Paige, and I made a whole video about it. I really am severely against what she did to Paige. I'm so upset that she hasn't just gotten on YouTube and apologized where she spoke the misinformation in the first place, because it's been more than proven that Paige did not do it. So that's kind of how I feel about that. I'm mad that she won't just do that because I think that would make a lot of things a lot better. However, I can't deny the impact that she's had on the beauty community by being very vocal about race and about all of those types of things. So I have a weird situation with her because I appreciate what she's done, but I also don't appreciate the more like bad things that I think she's done, the mistakes that she's made that she's not been willing to own up to. I don't appreciate those. However, I think this palette is freaking beautiful. I think it's so pretty. It's got the pinks, the purples, the green. I think it's really, really beautiful. And you guys know I'm an ABH stan. Just by looking at these shimmers and looking at the swatches of the shimmers, they look similar to the shimmer formula that is in the Sultry palette, which are personally my favorite ABH shimmers of all time. So if they are those shimmers, then I would recommend it because I know the mattes are good, and if they're the sultry level shimmers, go buy them. They're very good. However, I think this one kind of comes down to personal preference. I don't know if I'm gonna buy this, and I think even if I did buy this, I wouldn't showcase it on my channel, mostly because I think conversation around Jackie, my comment sections and videos where I talk about Jackie can get really ugly really fast, and I just don't like that. I don't like fostering a space where that can happen. Really, really, really beautiful. I think the packaging is really pretty. I think the color story is really different and cool. I love that she made it so it can work on like so many different skin types. I love that. So I'm so on the palette. Also, I think if you are a fairer skinned person and you have Norvina, I don't think you would need this because it's similar colors to Norvina, I think, but it's more meant for like a deeper complexion. I think it's like Norvina for deeper complexions. So you could get both, and I'm sure they would give you a diverse amount of looks, but I think it's gonna be very similar if you're fair to Norvina, just like a little bit deeper. Does that make sense? Okay, so Milk came out with a couple of new things, and I actually think I might pick some of this stuff up. I'm actually really interested in their foundation stick. This year has been the year of foundation sticks for me. I've been loving trying new ones and trying to find good ones, and I also find them to be so incredibly convenient. As a person who goes to class and is a student, nothing is easier than just like painting your face real quick and buffing it in and then like leaving. Like foundation sticks makes makeup so much easier and so much less messy. So I am interested in their foundation stick, and I also am super interested in their Flex highlighters. I think the Flex highlighters are ones I'm gonna wanna go in store and swatch first to see if I actually like them, because unfortunately, sometimes with like the highlighters Milk, I know Milk had those holographic highlighter quad thing. I heard the formula on that was absolutely awful. So if it's like that formula, I don't want this. But I do think that if it's a good formula, they have some kind of interesting colors. They have, the one I want was Blitzed. It's like a pinky champagne-y. I have a million like it. So I probably don't need it. So maybe I'll steer, it is kind of expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna talk myself out of this. I actually don't need that shade. Now that I'm seeing it swatched too, it looks really pretty, but I definitely do not need that shade. I don't need any of these shades. No, I'm not gonna buy it actually. I changed my mind. Even if it swatches pretty, I'm not going to, because I have a ton of like pinky gold highlighters that I'm working through. I'm literally wearing one right meow. So I really don't need this. Yeah, I don't need that. But the foundation stick, I think I'm gonna pick up during the 20% off sale. That's like in my cart for the 20% off sale, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with because I'm very interested in that. Okay, Kim Kardashian, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna buy this, but I think this whole concept from KKW is actually kind of cool. She is coming out with a sort of warm natural palette. That I don't think is cool. She's made like 20 of those. I don't understand the hype, but she is coming out with a more smokier, deeper type of palette. Like it's really smoky and blue. Kind of reminds me of the Naked Smoky, but I feel like just all matte instead of grungy. It's all matte. I think this is actually pretty perfect for her brand. She definitely does do a lot of these types of grungy, blue, black, smoky eye. Like that's kind of been her thing for a very long time. So I think it's fitting for her to do that. I wish she would stop putting out neutral palettes with it. Like the neutral palette, the warm, natural neutral palette, like is not needed in this, but I do think the smoky palette is pretty cool. I'm not gonna buy it, but I do think it's cool. Like I respect it. Okay, everybody's always like, whenever I talk about Jeffree Star and his makeup, everybody's always like,
how do you even talk about Jeffree Star? Obviously you're passing.
And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, I'm not gonna buy it, but I get a ton of DMs every time he drops one of these palettes asking my opinion on it, so I still feel like I tried to be objective about my opinion. He came out with a collaboration with Morphe, and it's a palette, and I think he's also dropping a setting spray. He's redoing his sponge set. He has like an eye brush set, and he's also dropping a continuous setting mist in pink, which is a really cute idea. I can't lie. I have 3 of the continuous setting mists from Morphe. I love these things. They're so good. It's one of the few setting sprays that I like actually like. So doing that concept in a pink can, I think is super, super cute and a really good idea. The palette itself, I'm not like obsessed with the palette. I do think it looks good. I don't know, it's not bad. Like it's definitely not bad. And again, with the pinks and greens, I think that's just kind of a trend we're seeing. I guess I'm more confused about, I know he said in his video that he wanted to launch this product so that way people could get the Jeffree Star formula but for like cheaper. But if he can make the Jeffree Star formula cheaper, why doesn't he do more things like he did with the Jawbreaker, where he had like the mini Jawbreaker where it was just 9 shades of like really, really good stuff, instead of this bigger palette that's Morphe that isn't the best eyeshadow formula. I'm confused about how he can make his same formula for a cheaper price with Morphe but not with his own brand. You know what I mean? Like that kind of confused me. I don't understand that. However, the swatches on this look very pretty. The color story is like a little weird. The top is very bright and summery and the bottom is a little bit more grungy, but that does make it very versatile, and that's something that a lot of Morphe palettes don't have. So I give props that it's at least a versatile palette. I'm not like obsessed with this. I wouldn't run out and buy it. Even if it was like someone I loved put it out, I still probably wouldn't go and buy this. But I don't think it's bad. I saw a lot of people kind of like saying it was like really bad. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's amazing. And it confuses me why somebody with such a successful makeup brand would collaborate with an equally successful brand, but it's like Morphe. Like everybody hates it. Like we don't hate it, but like we do, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but I think the idea for the pink setting spray is genius. They're gonna make so much money on that because it's such a cute idea, and the setting spray is actually bomb. Violet Voss is coming out with an electric palette, and frankly, I'm just kind of over it. I'm not the biggest fan of Violet Voss formula. I've had a rainbow palette from them that looks very similar, except it was all shimmers instead of all mattes. I just don't think they're worth it. I think Violet Voss Voss needs to start coming out with things that aren't eyeshadow palettes, because at this point, they're just putting out really subpar eyeshadow palettes. Like, nothing they're putting out is super exciting, super new, super crazy. This is just kind of an electric palette, and unfortunately, because it's the end of summer and not the beginning of summer, we've already seen 100 of these. And they have stuff, it's unlike, like Lime Crime doesn't really have any electric palettes in their line, so it makes sense to me for them to make an electric palette, but I know Violet Voss has colorful palettes like this. Like, this isn't something new to their brand either. So I just think overall this was kind of that's a short one, but it's just kind of silly. Okay, let's talk about the Gingerbread Extra Spicy, which is just the most stupid, this is so dumb. The Extra Spicy palette. Oh my god, they came out with a gingerbread bronzer. Wait, I kind of love the gingerbread bronzer. Don't kill me. Wait, that's kind of so cute. I don't need it because I have so many bronzers that I'm trying to work through, but like high key, that is adorable. So cute. I absolutely love, okay, I like that. I like that part. The Extra Spicy Gingerbread Palette. Stupid, dumb, boring, bland, hate it. What is spicy about this? There's not even like a deep toned red, which is what you think of when you think spicy. There's not a black to like spice up your life. Like, nothing in here is gonna make you spicy. You're just gonna be like boiled chicken. Like, you're not gonna be like a Chipotle, okay? You're gonna be like a Panera when you wear this. Like, I can't with this palette. The fact that Too Faced looked at this palette and thought, I know, extra spicy. We had the gingerbread spice, now we're gonna make it extra spicy, and put out this just wall of like bland, washed out colors is beyond me. I can't believe that happened. Oh, Fenty Beauty is coming out with brows. I'm interested. There's very little information, but I'm very interested in that. I wonder, it looks like they're brow pencils, but it looks like they have a ton of different shades, like red, and I know people with red hair are always asking for red brow pencils, so here you go. Fenty's got your back. This actually looks really cute though. I'm about it. I love a good brow pencil. This I actually ended up buying already, and it's on the way to my house now. This is the Sugarpill Fun Size Palette. I've just never tried. I think this is such a good way if you want to try Sugarpill. I think this is such a good way to get a small, reasonable amount of shadow, because their big pans are like massive. If you just want to dapple around in color and you want the Sugarpill formula, I think this would be a great way to get it. It's why I bought it, because I've always wanted to try their formula, but it's very expensive. Their pro palettes are crazy expensive, and you get a lot of product, so it's worth it. But this was a way for me to get a manageable amount of product, a smaller amount of product, for a very discounted price. I think this is like $28, $29, $28. And it's super, super cute. I love the idea behind it. I love the video game theme. I love everything about this. I thought was just really on point, and there's gonna be a tutorial Tuesday on it on my channel soon. So I'll tell you guys more about it then, but I really liked this. I'm very excited about it. Man, I forgot about the Naked Honey. Oh God, what jokes can I make that haven't already been made? Okay, there's like 2 yellows and it's all browns. It's ugly, it's stupid. I don't know what Naked is doing. I don't know what Urban Decay is doing. I literally thought their brand name was Naked for a second because that's all they put out anymore. I'm so sick of Urban Decay at this point. Like, they can't be doing well. Is there a way for me to check their like stock prices or something? There's no way Urban Decay is thriving right now. Like, this is not. I don't know who looked at this and was like, oh, we're gonna jump on that all yellow trend. They couldn't even do like an all yellow trend correctly. This is just so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Nothing about this is good. I hate this palette. I don't know what, I can't even think of any jokes because it's honestly just so sad to see how Urban Decay was when I first started doing makeup to what it's become over the last like 3 years. It's actually kind of depressing to think about because they've just fallen off so much. Yeah, bad. Really bad. All right, friends, well, I think that is it for me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, this is one of my merch. I got it in the pink and I love it. My merch, my social media, and everything I'm wearing on my face will be linked down below. I love you guys so much. Please make sure you go check out the link to go register to vote. It will be in the description box below. It's not affiliated, I promise. I just want you to be a smart and conscious American and use your voice in state, local, and federal elections so that we can see some macro change that we need to see in our country. So please go do that. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.